Good morning, everybody. Today we're at Hiawatha Highlands. We're just starting in on a chunk of trail to enter the Redpine that's pretty popular with everybody. It's Wolf Tree, and it's one of the ways to get into the Redpine. And the other trail at the end of it is called Penny Lane. Starting in on Wolf Tree. This trail is fairly flat. A few roots, a few little turns here and there. Nothing severe. Nice little warm up before you get into the more technical portions of the trail. The Redpine is one of the original sections of the network. Hasn't been machine groomed or machine made. It's all au naturel from trail builders in the early days of mountain biking. A little technical rock and root section that we'll give a go. Okay, we're in the technical mud root section, rock. Again, take your time, pick as smooth as line as you can. Ridge, down we go into the Magic Forest. The other day we talked about some of the new features on the Magic Forest, which are little log obstacles. Today we'll hit the log obstacles. Take your time if you're not used to doing obstacles. And everything goes good. Got Bert and Ernie coming up. Big Bird has a few drops, or not drops, but downhill, uphill type of undulations. We'll just show you one here coming up. Yeah, very nice. Entered in onto the corker. There's a top portion of the corker, a bottom portion. Right now we're just starting in on the top. Tight turns, some roots. All doable at whatever's pulling the mountain bike trails in the direction that the arrow points. It'll eventually bring you out. All these trails are well marked on an app called Trail Forks if you're a little more electronically inclined. Coming off the end of a trail called Sesame Street onto another Sesame Street based network called Bert and Ernie. The first chunk is Bert. Second chunk is Ernie. And coming out the end of Ernie, that sounded bad. Anyways, we'll head in on a trail called Stickman. Some up and down, and we'll tune back in when we hit the highlights of the Stickman downhill. Catching the tail end of Stickman downhill. Missed the button on the start. It was came up too quickly. So what we'll do is, as we're riding just the tail end out of the Stickman, we will get ready for the downhill on the double screamer. We'll give a couple screams just for safety purposes. Okay, seat down, hang on. That is a whole lot of fun. Okay, after the screamer, there is a long, well, I guess it's not that long. Let's call it sharp. It's a sharp hill on the other side, and this is to See if you've had your breakfast in the morning. Pick a gear, be happy. This is going to lead into Uma Face, another technical Rudy trail. Stand by. Starting in on Uma Face. Nothing's changed since the last time we rode it. Rudy, technical, but very picturesque. Again, this is non-machine made. This is man-made. Early days. Doesn't see a whole lot of grooming, just people that ride it and keep it pushed down a little bit. Like I said, lots of roots, lots of rocks. If you want to sharpen your technical skills, it's a good place to come. Difficult areas. Another little bridge. Okay, we're at an intersection. Fourth line to the right, swoop to the left. I'd mentioned this in an earlier video that to the left is a black diamond feature. Follow swoop. Basically, you're entering into a large fish bowl, exiting out the other side. A little bit of a technical exit out, and it's definitely catches your attention. Here's the signage again, marks the okay, coming up on the feature. Seat down, give it a gear, stay to the left. Okay, we are committed. Up. Yeah, baby. We are in a place called Fern Gully. I don't know if the camera really shows it or not, but the ferns are now starting to come out and bloom. I'll show you the harder section. We'll join back in here when we hit the feature. Stay tuned. You're back, and here we are on the hill. Like I said, not severe, but sharp. Take your time. Like I always say, pick a gear, be happy. It's surprising too. You think you're done, gives you another little kick up. Nothing out of the realm of doable. Ooh, you're up and over. Now we're going to poke our way back out the end of Holiday. Just hit the Y in the road for the trailhead sign. We're out of Holiday. Finished the little mud section. It's not too muddy right now. We've had quite a bit of sunshine and no rain, so it's dried everything up. Not careful, you won't kill it too badly. A little climb up a hill and we'll hit the junction where we have to. Abbey Road we're on. There's two little hairpins in Abbey Road. Kind of fun. There's one of them. Back up. Kind of like a roller coaster at the fair. On Foxtrot, near the furthest point out on the Redpine network. Close, not totally out to the end. And again, I don't know if the camera can capture this, but this time of year, it is absolutely spectacular in here. Trails that are a little more technical, Rudy, scenic, and not so much traffic. On the Rabbit Run, notice the trail here, and this may be something you pick up when you're viewing the video, is that it looks like there's no trail here and it's hard to navigate. It's just because I think the brown leaves that indicate the trail kind of blend in to the rest of the bush floor. But if you're riding this, it does stick out. It's like a marker through the bush where you can follow along. Coming up on the fish bowl. Let's try and make it a little smoother than last time. Oh, that wasn't bad. Okay, we're heading up a little connect trail that takes us to the big Geo Hill. We've made our way up the Geo Hill, exiting the Redpine network on the double track ski trail. There's a couple ways out. We showed you one already, going through the back end of Penny Lane and Wolf Tree. And this time we're going to go out the Pinder, which is just up here on the left before the rest of the hill. And if you sneak in the first trail, that's going to navigate you out on Tricky Bit right here. And I hear traffic. Yeah, there's cars. So again, when you come to the roadway leading up to the conservation area, be careful. I know from driving this, it's hard to tell where the trail pops out, so as a driver, it's difficult to see the cyclist, so be careful. Look at this tree here. Amazing. This is about midway through the Pinder. You're gonna see a few more. Here's another one coming up. Look at this. Snowshoe trail in the winter, mountain bike trail in the summer. Little feature here, up, down. Stay to the right. Follow the trail signs. And this is real flat, smooth, back and forth till it exits out the back into the trail network here. Brings you back to the parking lot where this massive adventure started. And we've made it to the end of the Pinder. Drivers cannot see you at all.